big chop or not? This is the last post about my menopause hair. We started this week talking about menopause hair and my pattern, and you see what happens as the days go by. Let me see. There we go. It winds up in a ponytail, and then those wingtips on the side. And what I learned is every time I take my glasses off, I'm pulling the hair forward. That's why I get those wingtips. It's raining, so we'll stay on as long as we can. We have an umbrella, so we're covered. So the big question is, do you chop it or not? The reason it winds up in a ponytail, or the reason it's not chopped, is I can put it in a ponytail. And if I, hold on. If I do the big chop, I can't put it in a ponytail anymore. And what happens as the week progressed, because I didn't put any products in my hair, it became drier. And then when you run a comb through, there was breakage. So with that said, hold on, we gotta get ourselves together here. There we go. Oh, I must have a tangent or two. So what I learned in my driving class today, if you struggle with making left turns, just do 3 rights. And then whatever you got to do is on your right side. I don't struggle with making left turns, but I thought it was kind of funny that my driving class, after the accident, one of the requirements is that I have to take a driving class. And one of the solutions for left-hand turns was just do 3 rights, and it puts whatever you gotta do on your right-hand side. So now we all know what you do. So it says slow connection, so I probably glitched for a second. What I was talking about was my driving class saying if you struggle with left-hand turns, you just do 3 rights, and then your turn is on the right. So let me know if you've ever used that approach. So what I'm learning about different products in menopause hair, that the whole menopause process, whether you take something to make it easier or if you don't, it is literally reacquainting yourself with yourself. It's getting to know yourself all over again. And that includes your hair and what works and doesn't work, and what you like and what you may have used for ages might not work anymore. Like I said earlier in the week, I'm doing all the things. I am doing the great sleep, improved eating habits, taking the vitamins, etc., etc., etc. And my hair is no longer coming out by the handfuls. Yay for that. But the texture of the hair is changing week to week, month to month. And so I'm out here walking, habit stacking, If you have not read Atomic Habits, I recommend it. I am an avid reader, so you will hear me reference books all the time. So I'm habit stacking and doing some walking, even though it's raining, and wanted to do a Facebook Live with you guys so we could talk more about menopause and transitions in hair and being healthy. You know, a funny thing about doing the Facebook Live, the TikTok Live, I can't do YouTube Live yet, but the funny thing is, I wouldn't say I'm losing weight, but things are changing. Things are moving around, and in a positive way. Sometimes we do the 60-second refresh and we pull out our weights, or we do some habit stacking and get our steps in. This is all about being your best self. So let me know if when you were going through menopause or at the end of menopause, you decided to change your hair, either leave it long, or did you do a big chop, or something totally different? Did you do 2-strand twists? Did you put braids in? Did you, how did you embrace your crown once you were either close to finish with the menopause or at the end? So my big wrestle with whether or not to do a chop is, as you see, I've got a ponytail going. That's why. So if you're rushing, even if you have a digital commute, that ponytail saves the day. And so it's hard not to put or leave the length so I can put my hair in a ponytail. You know, something else, if resources are limited, you can consider a beauty school. For example, Gwinnett Technical College has a beauty school, and it costs $10 to get your hair washed, conditioned. Getting your ends clipped is just a few dollars more. There are all kinds of beauty schools that you can utilize to keep your hair maintained, keep your ends clipped, all the things. And that is a hidden gem. So you've got Gwinnett Technical College, you've got Empire, Aveda has a beauty school, and oftentimes the cost of service is maybe $10, $15, $20 at most. So that is another way to maintain your hair while you're going through these transitions. I remember when I was pregnant and my hair was long and glowing, and then right after delivery, it fell out in clumps. And this is what I kind of feel like with menopause that the hair just trying to figure itself out. Now, you are beautiful in these transitions. Uh-oh. Hold on. I think. Uh-oh. You are beautiful in these transitions. I think we have to shift the narrative that beauty only occurs in certain circumstances. My makeup's tight and right, my hair is right, my clothes are right, then I'm beautiful. Or it's a size or a number on the scale. You're beautiful now. And what you have to understand is the undulation of life is not an indication of beauty or worth or value. You are beautiful now. You're valuable now. And you... Go ahead. Oh, they're letting me go. You have worth now. Not later, now. And even if you're in the circumstance where your hair is thinning or even balding, it is not a spot that you want to be in, but you're beautiful. You are beautiful no matter the circumstances. You are worthy. You are strong. All right, so who's with me walking out here in the rain with an umbrella, habit stacking, getting our steps in? Now, I gotta say that the rain might win because I don't know what's going on. I'm getting this little droplets here and there. So now put in the chat if you can. I don't want to keep saying put in the chat, but join the conversation on how you have navigated the transitions of menopause. Did you decide on medicine? And if you did, how did that go? If you decided no medicine and you're just gonna make healthy choices, or I don't know if that landed right, but if you decided no medicine and pursuing a different path, how did that go for you? And what I find is, it seems in all the women that I have talked to that everyone's journey through menopause is unique. There are plenty of women who have no change in their hair, but they have other items to overcome. And if you're in that group, you are welcome to share your journey. So, unfortunately, I don't have a timer on Facebook Live. I do on TikTok Live. So, join me in the mornings. Those are shorter Facebook Lives, like 3 minutes or less. I try. You all know I hit a tangent. So tomorrow morning, rain or shine, it is Fit Friday. and we're going to figure out weights or aerobics. It'd be great to be outside if it's not raining, and that'll be, the Facebook Live will be hopefully under 3 minutes. And then I jump on over to TikTok and we do a longer session. And I figured out how to have a fan club, so that's pretty cool too. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I just do the AM Live, Facebook and TikTok, and then you have your day. So I really want to pause a moment before there we go. How do you make it stop? There we go. I really want to thank everyone who has been taking time out of their busy schedule. You're giving me the most precious thing you have, which is your time, because the truth is, once you give time, you can't get it back. And I just want to thank you for that. I want to thank Sandra for joining in. I want to thank Glamco. I got a chance to sit in her chair when I was on set for a movie, and she did a fabulous job with my makeup. It says slow connection, so that tells me I'm glitching. So, all right, let's wrap. Friday will be Fit Friday. We'll do a Facebook Live, and then hop on over to a TikTok Live, and let's build some muscle. We won't do anything in the afternoon. And then Saturday is sort of free flow. I got to think of a catchy name. So Saturday will be kind of free flowing in the AM. And then Sunday will be, I got to think of a catchy name for Sunday too. I think the rain is winning. So let's close out with some breath prayers, and there'll be breath prayers in motion. All right, so let's breathe in peace, breathe out love. Let's breathe in gratitude, breathe out joy. Last one. Let's breathe in self-control. Let's breathe out quiet. Have a great rest of the evening. If you are in the path of the tropical storm, be safe. Make great choices. All right, Dynasty, that's for you every time I say it. Great things ahead. Have a fabulous evening. This is the Via Zhang. Keep on living. Bye.